I'm tiered. All right, so it's Friday. So that means, damn, that's some bad lighting there. Okay, so today's Friday. Tomorrow's the first tournament for our club, Lake Runners. Like I said, it's a club out of Louisville. So if you're in the area, I live in, I guess, on the edge of Hardin County and LaRue County. But anyways, it's a small bass club. We all get together and fish, usually every other weekend, sometimes twice a month. So if you're interested, hey, look them up on Facebook, Lake Runners Bass Club, and we'll be happy to have you out there. But anyways, the steps. I have officially put coat number 3 on them on this one side. I've been having to flip it because it's big. So my plan is today, of course I got to work, get that all done, get home and put these steps on for one, rig tackle, fill the boat up, get everything done. I'm going to have my mom fishing with me tomorrow, so I'm pretty excited about that. She didn't get to fish with me on any of the tournaments last year, but she practiced with me on a couple of them. So she's going to fish with me on some of them, so that's going to be pretty cool, get to hang with her. But yeah, I wanted to show you the steps so you can kind of see how they turn out. The lighting's not that great in here, but I'll also show you later this afternoon whenever I get them on the boat and get them out in the light, because I actually got to take some pictures from my buddy that made these. And if anybody's interested in a set of steps that he's making them, I can't really give you any pricing. I can hook you up with his name and how to get a hold of him on Instagram. But he lives where I live here in Hodgenville. So if you're in the area and you want a good set of steps custom made for your boat, because if you have an older boat like I do, it's hard to find steps that you want the exact way you want them. So just want to take a time to show them to you real quick, and then I guess I'll get back with you guys after work. So here we go. Let me show you the steps. So here is the steps. Like I said, the lighting's kind of poor, but I've been painting everything. So here's the handrail, like I showed you before. So I've actually put a couple coats of primer, sanded in between, put a couple coats of paint, sanded in between, and this is kind of like my finish coats. Putting a light coat over light coat over light coat, and then I'm going to finish it off with a UV protected clear coat put on top of it to kind of guard it up some. But yeah, that's what they look like. I think they turned out pretty sweet. I got some sticky pad paper to go on the steps, and I can't wait to see what they look like on the boat. But yeah, that's them. Like I said, I'm gonna get them on the boat today and see how they look, and I'll show you guys that. Also probably gonna do a little bit of filming on rig and tackle, I guess. Not the whole time, because that will be boring, but to kind of show you what I'm thinking is going to happen for tomorrow. Still dealing with muddy water conditions. We had a lot of rain last night and high winds. Winds were north-northwest yesterday and are going to be north-northwest tomorrow, I believe. So I'm thinking they're pulling water. The dam is on the side that we're putting in at. So my logic behind it is, with the wind and the way they're pulling water in the current, I'm going to shoot up the lake to try to find clearer water. I fished there last Sunday, didn't fish very long, fished for a few hours. Water was dark chocolate milk, and threw some square bills, threw some crankbaits, threw some chatterbaits. What I fished mostly that day is I fished a couple points, nothing really extenuous, but I thought the bass were going to actually move up to the banks with all this flooded water, and that's usually what they'll do. Man, my hair. But anyways, so didn't get a bite, and I've seen other people fishing the same tactic I was, but there was a lot of boats there, or I should say there was a lot of trailers there, and I didn't see too many boats. So I'm thinking what they did was they ran up where I'm wanting to run. I think the other side of the lake fishes better in my opinion. That's usually where I put in on that lake. There is some big bass on Nolin. Only problem I ever had with Nolin, and I'm not downing it any, is there's a lot of short fish in that lake. I used to fish a Friday nighter there with my dad, and it was a one fish, biggest fish. And I mean, there was times we go out there and sit on a point, man, like we were bluegill fishing, just 10, 9-inch, 10-inch, 11-inch, 9-inch, 8-inch, just. Now, don't get me wrong, I've caught some good bass out there, but I think I need to find clearer water. The water temperature when I was there last week was 49 to 50. It kept fluctuating. Sometimes I hit 51 back in some of these creek pockets. So, what is up? Off work, headed to the house to start getting everything ready. Like to talk to you about this morning. Got to put my last trailer fender pad on the passenger side. I'm gonna try to get the gas tank kind of cleaned up a little bit. Been having trouble. I gotta watch it when I fill it up, because if I don't, it overflows, makes a mess, gets all over me. Long story. So I'm gonna clean that up a little bit. Then I've got to possibly put the new gas thing on there if I can get Mom to help me, because she's got smaller hands. And let's see, I think that's all the stuff I have left to do to the boat. And then we're going to rig tackle. So I'm going to show you a little bit of that, what I think it's going to take. I actually got a bunch of stuff marked on the Navionics on the tablet. So I'll kind of show you some of that, show you what, you know, some points of interest that I think are going to hold fish at this time of year with the lake conditions and water temperatures. And then tomorrow is the tournament, so that'll be a whole nother video. I don't want to extend this one out no crazy amount of time, so that'll be the first tournament of the year. Like I said, it's for Lake Runners Bass Club. They're out of Louisville. Great group of guys. Fish together. We all enjoy it. We look forward to it. This is the first tournament of the year, so hopefully have a good turnout. So I'll do a little bit of filming of that in the morning. I don't know how much of it I'll do, depending on everybody's mood, I guess, and all that stuff. So yeah, maybe I'll do some like little interviews. You know, I'll introduce y'all to the guy I work with. His name is Josh, cool dude, and his buddy Wayne, or I guess our buddy Wayne, his buddy, but then I became friends with him too through Josh. But so yeah, and then I'm gonna try to do a little bit of filming me and Mom's first tournament together. Like I said, she's fishing with me this year. I'm super excited about that, to have my mom tag along with me. So maybe she'll be my good luck charm, my rabbit foot. You never know. It's always the one in the back of the boat dragging something that you don't want to throw that catches the mondo. So hopefully that's what will happen. I don't think it's going to take much weight. But like I said, we'll get into all that later. I'm headed home now, off work, and we're ready to get the boat done. So I'll show y'all some of that. Talk to you in a minute. Hey. Rods for days. So one bait I'm thinking about throwing tomorrow is a Carolina rig, and my plan is to drag this Carolina rig off points, both steep and shallow, and see if I can catch a bite that way. So I'm going to throw this, it's called the Rage, I think it's the Menace. No, Structure Bug, my bad. Black and Blue Structure Bug by Rage. And I'm going to be throwing that on what is my frog and flipping rod. This rod here is a 7'4" heavy, extra fast, 13 fishing, fake chrome with a TAC 40 reel that I believe is an Academy brand. So yeah, it's like fishing on a budget. So yeah, I'm going to throw this. This will be one of the baits that I throw tomorrow. Got that teamed up with a Taurus Tackle barrel weight tungsten. If you guys haven't, check out Taurus Tackle. Got some awesome weights, tungsten weights on there. They label them. I'll show you guys here real quick actually. If I can get this off here. Hang on 1 second. Come on. Okay, finally. Let me grab y'all up real quick and I'll show you. So yeah, Taurus Tackle, 1/2 ounce. Awesome weights. don't hold me to this, but I believe it's 90% or 97%, 95% tungsten up front, which, you know, not so much matters on a Carolina rig, but when you're flipping on the flipping weights and stuff, that means they're always going to go down head first. But just started using these this year. Started with them down in Okeechobee, and I can say I'm pretty impressed with them. If you're not throwing tungsten, then you're missing out. I mean, it's amazing what you can feel on the bottom using tungsten. But yeah, so that'll be one of my go-tos tomorrow. Drag her nice and slow. Like I said, this lake is not in great condition. We've had a lot of rain down here. Really poor conditions, but they are pulling water finally, so that should get them active. I just haven't got a pattern yet. I only fished a little bit last Sunday, and didn't get nothing. So it's gonna be tough. Like I said, there was a tournament there last weekend, and 5 pounds won it. We had rain last night, so it's cold outside today compared to yesterday. We had 75 degrees yesterday, but yeah, I think tomorrow morning it's going to be 38, 6 to 7 mile an hour winds. I think it's supposed to get up to 48 tomorrow, so hopefully we can figure something out. All right, guys, so I'm up in the boat now, kind of going through what I call, like I said before, this is like my day box. There's some stuff in here that doesn't need to be in here, but yeah, this is my day box, which is not what I got in here for what I want to throw right now, but it's a mess. So what I wanted to show you was these bags I was telling you about last time. The CLC bag. This is how I store my soft plastics. Like, this is creature baits, and yeah, it works out awesome, especially when you have a little area to store stuff. You can actually get quite a bit of plastics in these bags, and you got 2 sizes. You got that size, which, as you can tell with this one above it, it's a little bit bigger. So the bigger packs are stuff I carry more of. I put in these other bags, but I really like these bags. What I really like is, not particularly, you know, a Strike King fanatic or nothing, but until Guggen came out, I like these, how they have the clamshell, which makes it a lot easier to store them. They're not getting smushed, you're not wrinkling on top of each other. Like taking one of these bags and putting in there versus having, you know, something with a clamshell, you know, back to back. I mean, you can tell just by looking at it, it stores a lot better. You can get a lot more baits in there. So yeah, but I wanted to show you that real quick. Just wanted to show you a little trick I do, especially in these kind of conditions. A buddy of mine, Josh, showed me this. I want to redo this one here, but these are a little too big. I take these rattles here, and on my shaky heads or worms and stuff, I'll poke a little hole and I'll add that to that, so when I put that in the tail, you get a little bit of that rattle sound to kind of help find it through the ladder line. So just wanted to show that with you, or share it with you, I guess. Like I said, these are kind of big for this worm. I'm out of all my small ones, but you pop your little hole in there, put a little spit on it, shove it right in there. That gives you a little something else when you're down there working that shaky head. I do the same thing with my tubes. I actually have some here. If I can find them. Where is it? I get these tube rattles, and I'll actually shove these in my tubes. I've got one of these tied up actually, so just a little edge. You might already know about it, but hell, figured I'd show you. I'll get back to it. Something else I'm going to be throwing tomorrow. We're supposed to have a little bit of sun. I did have this Strike King 1.5 tied on, chartreuse black back, but with the sun a little bit, what I like to do is, you know, being that we're going to have a little bit of sun, I'll get something with a little bit of flash, same bait, black back, kind of broke up, chartreuse with a little bit of that hologram pattern on the side. That way, you know, it gives them something else to pick up on. You know, they are in muddy water, it's hard for them to see. So I'm going to plan on throwing this around rock and secondary structure and stuff. It is a quiet bait, so throwing it on a Shimano 7-foot medium cranking rod, teamed up again with a Revo, and this here is a 541 cranking reel. So yeah, a little square bill action. Should be, this is probably what I'm gonna be throwing most tomorrow, is the game plan. So yeah, a little square bill. Something else I'm gonna be throwing tomorrow, I'm gonna do a little bit of flipping. I'm not gonna waste too much time on it because, like I said, the water temperature, it doesn't seem like they've moved up like they normally would when flooded conditions. So something I'm going to keep tight on if I come across something that looks pretty good. And throwing it on a 1/2 ounce Strike King, the tungsten skirted weight. And I'm going to be using the 4-inch Rage Menace black and blue in this. So this will be something else I'll be giving a gander to my. Like I said, I hate going not knowing. I like having a game plan, and I don't know. It's definitely going to be a level playing field tomorrow. There's going to be a lot of people probably in the same situation I am, guessing. Then again, there might be somebody that's got them figured out. You never know. I'm throwing this on a another Fate Chrome 13 Fishing. This one here is a 7'3" medium heavy. Teamed up with Abu Revo in a 6:6 to 1 gear ratio. I normally like to throw my flipping baits on a faster speed reel, but right now I only have one that's what technically I use this for, and I've got that teamed up with an Alabama rig just because of the length of the rod. But like I said, I'm not going to waste a whole lot of time with this tomorrow. It is something I want to keep tight on. It's something I always have tight on, actually. I like to flip docks and stuff all summer and all that stuff, so I usually keep that tight on the boat. Hopefully those rods don't fall down. So that's something else I'm going to throw. I'm probably not going to show you guys everything because, not that I care. One, I don't want to waste y'all's time. Two, you know, the tournament is tomorrow, and I'm going to post this video the day before the tournament, so you never know who's watching. You know. So, the rods are done. The rods are done. Only thing I got to do is straighten this mess up here. I got to put everything back. Like I said, I got the fender pads done. Got the rods back in the rod locker. I got all the plastics I'm not going to use back in these bags. And then I got the plastics I am going to use down there in my day box. So, and that's really it. I mean, yeah, it's taken, last year, like I said, I used to throw all my plastics in I had 3 plastic containers, and I still got them. I just use them for spares. But I had like creature baits in one, worms in one, swim baits in the other. And I kept it under this cockpit here. And, you know, they'd always, when you took off or something, they'd always roll out. So now, that stuff can push on up in there. But I got my terminal tackle. I've got my soft plastics for the day I'm going to use, like my day box I said. And everything else I kind of put up. Now, if I need something, I can get it. It's not a problem. It just, like I said, I've got a rod locker, a compartment, and then 2 storage compartments behind the seats. So it's hard to take everything. You know, you want to take everything, and yeah, a big new boat would be nice. And, you know, it's eventually going to happen. But, you know, it ain't the time. And there's nothing wrong with this boat. Like I said, it was my dad's, and it holds a special part in me because it was his. I know it really didn't have no special connection with him. When he first got this boat, he always was working on it, and then finally got it all worked out. So, but it's a good boat. It's paid for. It's 24 years old, but I've been updating it. So I put new fender pads on there. It's got new trailer lights. I'm actually going to take and put some like blue water LEDs, some white ones on the trailer pointing up, so early in the morning or late in the evening when you're loading the boat up, you can see your trailer. And also you could use it as ground clearance when you're backing up. You can kind of see, it'll light up the boat ramp, because there's a lot of boat ramps around here that don't get very good lighting. And then I'm going to put the gunnel lights in. You know, one on this side, one on that side, and the same in the back. And then I want to do the rod locker, possibly both live wells. Every storage compartment's going to have a light in it. So I'm just going to keep updating this boat. And, you know, if anything, it's going to make it that much better for the next person. Still got to put the step on the front of the boat. It's down there at the house curing in the basement. I got to put couple more coats of clear coat on there, so I got to get that on tonight. But yeah, this is what I do before a tournament, is put everything together. I guess like anybody that fishes tournaments, your mind's changing, you're thinking, oh, maybe I should try this, maybe I should try that. You talk to your buddies, like me and my buddy today at work was talking about it, and, you know, hey, you know, what about this? What do you think? And, you know, because I'm still learning. I mean, there's people out here that I know that fish, and, you know, you can ask them a question or talk to them, and some of them kind of arrogant, but, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't do this just for tournament. I mean, I love fishing. I mean, I love the tournament side of it too, because I like to compete. I played baseball and stuff growing up, so I always played sports. I was in competition, so I like the competition side of it. I like trying to figure it out and go out there and come back and possibly win some money. So that's fun, but I also enjoy fishing. I also enjoy being on the lake. I mean, I have just as much fun on the lake when I take me and my mom and my daughter out to cruise around and swim and fish, and as I do at a tournament. So, but yeah, so I'm learning. I'm hoping with what I've been doing and reading and keeping up with the weather these last couple weeks and how much water's being pulled out of Nolin and stuff, that I've kind of got them figured out of what I think they're going to do. Water's definitely muddy. So color-wise, you know, any of y'all that fish kind of know what I'm going to be sticking to. But yeah, I don't really have a pattern. That part I don't like. I like going out, excuse me, and kind of have an idea of what I want to do. I have an idea, but I wish last week would have been a little better, but it doesn't matter. Just like me and my bud was talking about, you know, the water's being pulled out, so what we're fishing now could be out of the water by next week. So we got a little bit of rain last night, not a bunch, and a lot of wind. So like I said, the water's still going to be chocolate milk. There's no doubt about that. It's going to be a tough tournament. I mean, I think somebody's going to come in with a good fish, because, you know, it usually happens that way, but I don't foresee anybody just wrecking them. There's going to be a lot of running and gunning tomorrow. I feel like I'm not going to try to sit on one spot too long, because if I don't see them on my graph and I'm not getting any bites, you know, next thing you know, I've done that. I'll look down and be fishing an area and be like, dang, I've been here for 2 hours. You know, I got literally like 6 hours left to fish this tournament, and I don't have any fish in live well. You know, then I'll move to another spot. I'll catch one fish, and then I'll work this bank, and then I won't get him. I'll waste too much time on spots. I mean, that is one of my bad traits of fishing, I guess, my pet peeve or whatever. I'm trying to break myself out of that. I'm trying to get into the mindset of, if I pull up and it doesn't seem right, I'm not getting any bites, it doesn't look right, I'm not seeing anything on the graph, then move. Don't, even though it looks tasty visually, not necessarily means that it's going to be in the water. So that's something I'm going to work on this year. Is I've been doing a lot of research and reading on how to read these graphs and to tune them in and stuff, because they are new to me, the ones I just got. So, but yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't claim to be no professional or nothing. I'm learning, and the only way you can learn is go out and trial and error. You make a mistake, and then you change it, you figure it out, and you do it differently. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get inside the boat and kind of show you the tablet mount and everything. I know I kind of just briefly showed y'all that on the last video. I'm gonna pop the tablet in, because I kind of want to see how it is myself and kind of lock it in. And then I'm gonna get this mess picked up. So I think I'm gonna add another box. You know, I broke all these boxes down this year, and I've got too many medium diving crankbaits and square bills all in one box. And it's not that I have more than one of each, you know, color wise, yes, but I don't like cramming my crankbaits together, especially when they're all treble hooked up and everything. It just causes a mess, you know, it's not good on them. So I think what I'm gonna do is I got another of these boxes at the house. I'm gonna put square bills in it, and then just leave all my medium diving crankbaits in this box. And that way that'll eliminate trying to press everything together. This is all stuff I gotta take back to the house extra hooks that I bought. You know, Academy had an awesome sale here locally, you know, Black Friday, and then after Black Friday, I guess they had like a store reset. And I mean, I was getting these hooks, like these VMCs, man, I was getting them for like 99 cents to $1. So I bought several packs. So yes, that is what I'm doing. Clean up this mess, put the steps on still. I want to put the new gas thing on, and then straighten the boat up, take it and fuel it up. That'll be the last thing I do tonight after I put the steps and stuff on. And yeah, kind of check over Navionics a little bit more tonight and upload this video so you guys can see it. And then, like I said, I'm going to film again tomorrow some more. So I'm going to hop in the boat, put the tablet in the holder. I want to see how that does, and I'll kind of show you some spots. I'm not going to zoom all the way in, but I'll show you how many spots I've got marked so far. All right, so bear with me. It's got her fingerprints on it. This is Morgan and Daddy's tablet. She got this a while back because she likes watching YouTube, and she's always asking for my phone, and I don't mind her using it, but there's times I want my phone. So when I got a new phone, or no, I think when my mom got a new phone, they said that she could get a tablet, so I was like, heck yeah, we need to get her one. Okay, so Navionics. Boom, boom. Okay, so this is Nolin. Now, as you can see, let me zoom in a little bit more here. You can see all those pins, those blue pins. Those are points of interest for me. It's not places I've been on the lake. It's places I've been over time, but it's not places that I went last Sunday. But with everything the lake's saying, the runouts and stuff, this is where I'm thinking we're going to catch most of our fish. Or not all these spots, but these are spots I want to run to. If you know, I go past them and they don't look good, I'm going to keep growing. Or keep going, not keep growing. I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to pass them up. But yeah, this ram mount is pretty sweet. It is the Ram Tab Tight HD. I got it directly from Ram Mount. Other day, whenever we went and looked at that boat at Wheatus, I actually put this thing in between my passenger seat headrest, and my daughter, you know, put it in there to watch videos and stuff. So, which is better because it keeps her from digging her face into the tablet. It's not good in her eyes. So I actually ordered one for the headrest now. Not a Ram one, but a cheaper one on eBay. But yeah, so I'll have my Helix 10 here, you know, running side imaging and probably down imaging. And then I'll just use this for mapping. I used to use this for mapping too, but this would be even easier. So now I can pull my maps up. This does real time. It's got service. As you can tell, it's, or there it is. Boom, Sprint LTE. So I used it last Sunday when I was out in the lake. It actually show you on the lake. It'll show the boat and position. You can even do like your on your Humminbirds, or you can go to a, you know, a waypoint or something. You can actually do the same thing on here. It's like a GPS. So I also have the Humminbird app on here, and this, I'll be honest with you, I haven't used it much. That's Nolin Lake. So I got some spots marked on there. You can actually, well, both of them, on your Navionics, you can sync it to your device through Bluetooth, if it's Bluetooth capable, and Humminbird the same way. So my Humminbird device has Bluetooth. So I could sync this, whatever I mark on here during work, or if I'm sitting in the truck on the weekend and I see a spot, you know, on an aerial view on this, I'm like, oh man, it looks good. I can mark on here. When I get in the boat, you know, I can click here and pair a system with it, and it'll automatically feed to that depth finder and the one up front. So, which is pretty cool. Only thing I wish this thing had, and it might, I don't know how to, I might not know how to use it, but is I wish, like, I use Google Earth. Now this Google Earth on here is not the computer versions, which is what you want to use. The computer version is much better because it will take and let you go back to, like, there's Nolin Lake. It'll let you go up here and you can actually go all the way back to like 1984. I can't do it on the mobile side of it. Not beyond the bounds. I'll have to link that guy's name in there. I watch on YouTube, but he actually showed me this. It's pretty cool. When you go on the computer, if you get like on your computer and you download Google Earth Pro, it's absolutely free. And you can take and, like I said, you could look at a point and be like, man, that looks delicious. Well, then you could go up here and you can drag this all the way back to 1984. And, you know, what right now is probably summer pool. You could go back to a winter pool and see these different things with the water being low. So, and then you can mark them and then insure them to your unit. Like I said, this might work on the Humminbird app too. I don't know. I might not know how to use it. I haven't done too much with this besides just mark stuff. But yeah, you know, it'll show you position on here when you're on the lake. It'll show you, just like your depth finders does, it'll show position using GPS. So it's another means of, you know, having a little extra edge. I'm also probably going to use this to do a little bit of filming. I actually ordered a mount to go right here to hold my phone. Like I said, I don't have a GoPro yet because I kind of wanted to play with this and see, you know. But yeah, like social media, I'll go on here and I can do social media while I'm on the lake if I wanted to. But, so yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to utilizing this. I've seen a lot of pro anglers that are using their iPads and stuff now to do this kind of thing, and it makes sense. I mean, if you can have a 10-inch map here versus having a, let's say you couldn't afford a 10-inch mega chart, you know, mega helix mega or whatever, and you have a 7-inch screen. Well, when you split that screen down, you got one side in mapping, one side in, you know, 2D or down imaging or something. It makes everything real small. So now you have a full screen of mapping, and then over here you can leave this to scan like side imaging. I love using side imaging when I'm cruising down to check points and stuff, kind of eliminate water really easy that way. So now instead of having a smaller screen, you know, splitting a 10-inch screen into 5-inch segments, having one side mapping, one side a side imaging, it makes the picture real small. And also on the mapping part, you got to zoom in or zoom out to see where you're at, just like here. But this is going to be so much easier, in my opinion. I mean, it might not, but I mean, if you got it, why not use it? So all it was me ordering that mount. I think that mount cost me like 75 or 80 bucks. You can get them on eBay, but I didn't trust it. So yeah, I mean, I mounted it right there to the dash, some stainless steel screws, and you can actually take this thing off or whatever, just like any other RAM mount. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to having this in my tablet, and just another means of having an edge, I guess. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to using this tablet. So, but like I said, tomorrow's the first tournament of the 2019 Lake Runners Bass Club. If you guys are in the area or you live in the Louisville, E-Town area, when we travel all over in Kentucky, we fish Barron this year a couple times, Taylorsville, Nolin, Green. I don't think we're going to Cumberland this year. I could be wrong. I know last year we fished Cumberland, we fished Kentucky Lake and stuff, but I mean, hey, come out, fish with us, join the club. It's a great group of people, awesome atmosphere. I've been at other bass clubs where you can tell there's a lot of animosity when you get there. There's one or two people that are best buds and they control everything, and it's not like that. And I like that. I like going out and, you know, getting there early and getting to, you know, shoot the crap at people and talk to them, and, you know, it's almost like a little family. So it's an awesome, awesome club. My buddy Josh turned me on to that club. Him and his buddy Wayne fished it the year prior. So last year was my first year fishing with them, and I had a good time. I learned a lot from those guys. I learned a lot from being on the lake. Like I said, I just recently got back into competition fishing last year. I mean, it took, I was rusty. It took a while to get back in the groove of things, and I haven't looked back ever since, man. I found a new passion for this. Like I said, I call myself a reborn again bass fisherman, I guess. I always fish, but, you know, some stuff has went on, and, you know, I've had some ups and downs, and I mean, this is just something I look forward to. I mean, it's hard to explain how much I love this. But so this year my plan is to fish the club, and then also I like to fish a couple BFLs, and then next year I definitely would like to fish every BFL that I can. So this year my plan is to put some money back, kind of set some stuff up, pay some stuff off that I have gotten planned to pay off, have a little bit extra breadage, and then next year, you know, go at it, and then hopefully get to meet some awesome people that maybe want to help me along the journey. Pick up a couple sponsors, and try to, you know, fulfill a dream. I mean, I know a lot of people say they want to be a professional fisherman. That'd be awesome. I mean, it really would. I don't have to be a professional fisherman. it's like if I don't make it, I'm not gonna quit doing this. I mean, if I couldn't fish a club tomorrow, I'd still be going fishing somewhere. So, but yeah, I'm committed. I want to try and see what happens. You know what I mean? I want to just try to do something for myself once. Not that I haven't done stuff for myself in the past, but I haven't really pushed myself here lately. And I've set a goal for myself. And at sometimes I think about it and I'm like, man, this is kind of, you know, funny. You know what I mean? This is, what are you doing? But, you know, it's hard to explain. I mean, I'm obsessed with it. So if you guys have any questions for me, if you want me to show you something on the boat, I'll be more than glad to do so. Just shoot me a comment. If you have a suggestion to help me out, put it in the comments, man. Like I said, I don't claim to be no professional by no means, but I'm always learning. And I'm going to continue to learn. I don't think any fisherman can say they know it all. And if they do, it's probably one of those guys that I call have God syndrome. So, yeah. Any comments, any suggestions, any tips that you could help me with, and maybe you've been using that Humminbird app and you know some more stuff you could show me, man, hey, spread the love. Help me out. So, like I said, I'm going to post some pictures on social media of these steps and stuff on there, and then, of course, you guys will see them tomorrow in the video. But I appreciate everybody that subscribed so far. I mean, I really do. It means a lot. I wanted to try to give this a shot and see if this would be something people would want to watch. I know there's a lot of other fishing videos out there, but I kind of wanted to show something like the budget fisherman, somebody doing it from scratch, somebody learning, not really having, you know, I can't say I don't have a whole lot of help, because I do have an awesome family. Have awesome friends, but I feel like I'm teaching myself along the way, and I'm kind of starting at the bottom with this. So, yeah. If you like it, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so when I post a video, I always try to share it on social media that I'm going to be posting one. So I do appreciate everybody that's subscribed and, you know, liked it and everything. So until further ado, I'll see you guys tomorrow with hopefully some chatter.